Okay. Good evening, everybody, and thank you to coming to our team call tonight. I'm super excited to talk to you all about our amped line. For those of you that do not know me, my name is Tara Flaig. I am a certified, I am a licensed physical therapist for the state of Illinois. I graduated with Genevieve back in the olden days of 1998. And I also am a certified personal trainer through the National Strength and Conditioning Association. And I hold 11 group fitness certifications in addition to my personal training certification. I had my gym for 2.5 years. Around 2.5 years is when I decided to bring Isogenics because of Genevieve to my gym, and it has changed so many people's lives. Now, that was last June. Now, since last June, they actually started, I actually introduced the AMP products to us. So this call is solely on the AMP products. There are a lot of components of Isogenics. We all know that. But this call is solely on the AMP products. And I keep trying to, I'm sorry, I'm trying to mute everybody as they come on. And it's like, okay, I think I got everybody now. Okay, so I am going to share my screen and we're going to get started. That's just a little introduction about myself. Let's go to right here. Okay, you can move that little side box around. You can move it to the side or up and down. So I'm going to get right into it. Oh no, hold on. I can't make it go to the next screen. Hold on. Let me try this again. I tried it earlier.
Tape so I can cover it by panel.
Okay, let's try this again. Oh my goodness. I am sorry, guys. I practice so much with this. What's happening is when people get on this call and they're not muted, and then I can't mute once I start sharing the screen. So I'm trying to mute everybody as they're coming on here because there's a lot of people joining us. Okay.
Tara, I can try to work on muting so you don't have to worry about that.
That would be great, Genevieve. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. I appreciate that. Okay, so our disclaimer, your experience with the AMPed products may be different than mine or others. We are not claiming that Isogenics will make you win your next competition or race, but what I'm going to provide you with is the science behind the products, why they work, how they work, and each person on this call may use the AMP products differently, but in the end, customization of these products to fit your fitness lifestyle is up to you. You do not need to be a top-notch athlete to use these products. You can supplement them into your daily exercise routine, even if you only exercise a few days per week. I will not be making comparisons with other big-name products or systems out there on this call tonight. The fitness industry is worth $75 billion a year, so a lot of money gets put into purchasing performance supplements. My goal with this call is to help you have a better understanding of the AMP products and show you how to incorporate them into your workouts. Yes, you have to eat fork and knife meals, snacks, and drink water to fuel your body for a workout. You're not just doing AMP products. But again, this call is solely on the AMP products along with a few other key products that you may want to use to help support your training. Okay, let's start with power. If you can see me on the screen, this is power. Okay, power, when to use it. You use power during strength and power-oriented sports. For example, resistance training, power yoga, high-intensity interval training, football, baseball, soccer, and another one that I actually thought of after we made these slides was CrossFit. That's another good one to use power. When to take it, 30 to 45 minutes before a workout. I take it with an e-shot. E-shots are 85. We're going to go over E-shots in a little bit, but they're 85 milligrams of caffeine. And a power stays in your system for approximately 3 hours. You see that 30 to 45 minutes? You have to play with that. I know personally it's 45 minutes. It doesn't really kick in. I could feel when it kicks in. It doesn't kick in prior to 45 minutes. So I know I need 45 minutes. Is it safe? Yes, for ages 18 and over. So how to take your power? You mix it with 8 ounces water. Don't overdo the water. What's in it? Creatine, citrulline, and nitrocyanine, okay? So we're gonna go through each one of those and I'm gonna explain to you what they do in your body. Creatine. Creatine increases cellular energy and is a precursor to ATP. And those of you that are in the medical field knows what ATP means. Translates into increase in power, increase in strength, and the ability to work out longer and harder. So ATP is needed for muscles to contract. And again, creatine is the precursor. That means it leads up to the ATP. And then ATP is needed for the muscles to contract. And then that translates into power, strength, and ability to work out longer and harder. Now, our power through Isagenix has 3 grams of creatine per serving, okay? I'm gonna come back to that 3 grams in a moment. Citrulline is produced from arginine, which is a non-essential amino acid. And citrulline provides a pathway for improved blood flow. Improved blood flow to the muscles, improved blood flow to your brain, improved blood flow. Anytime you hear improved blood flow, it's going to maximize your workout. Also decrease muscle fatigue. Nitrocyanine brings in fuel and building blocks to repair muscle and remove the waste products from your body. Now, women and creatine, a lot of times women back off and say, oh, I'm not taking creatine, I don't want to develop big muscles, da da da. Okay, remember it was 3 milligrams. That's not a huge dose. That's not a huge dose at all. So women in general have a lower creatine level than men, and the creatine helps to increase their lean body mass, which is your engine that burns fats. So creatine for women is actually super awesome. It's a fat burning, it's like a precursor for fat burning. That to me, I use it every day. So now I also saw a recent study that Isagenix did that showed that creatine offers support in the combat against age-related decreases in bone mineral density, okay? So that means as you get older, your bone density goes down. And a recent Isagenix study showed that creatine offered support in the combat against that decrease in bone density. So for your healthy aging population, this isn't just for, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. It could be for the aging population. Some falsities about creatine is bloating. Again, 3 milligrams will not cause any bloating. Will not cause any bloating. It is true that creatine brings water into the muscle at the cellular level, but it does not cause bloating. Okay. Let's go on to NOx. This is NOx right here. It's in a little, I'm sorry, I have an Amazon parrot, and he's on this side, and I got the baseball game on this side. This is NOx. When do you use the NOx? Okay. First of all, when you use NOx, you want to shake it up and get it, you might want to get it all and shake it up really good. NOx is ideal for intense exercise endurance athletes, runners, bikers, swimmers, hikers, not particularly for strength trainers, okay? When to take it? It's best to take it 2 to 3 hours before your event, okay? So a lot of runners, which I am, run at 5 a.m. I'm not gonna wake up at 2 a.m. to take this. So since it stays in your body for 24 hours, you can take it at night, the night before your workout, and then it'll still be in your system for when you run or exercise in the morning. You can also take it 6 days prior to a race for a loading phase. I read that somewhere, and I also heard it on a podcast. Is it safe? Yes, it is safe to take every single day for ages 12 plus. How to take it? You swish it, you put it in your mouth, it's a liquid, and you swish it like that, okay? And it's, the taste of it's kind of beet-like. It tastes like vegetables, kind of vegetable juicy. And when you swish it in your mouth, it activates the enzymes in the nitrate. Do not take right after brushing your teeth. So if you're going to bed or right in the morning, do not take right after brushing your teeth. Where are the nitrates derived from? Beets, red celery, spinach, that word, just one of those I can't pronounce, from fruit. And what do nitrates do? So this is what the NOx does to us. It reduces the fatigue of the muscles. It helps you push through the burn and push harder. I have heard that sentence from every single person that takes NOx. I don't know. I just don't know what I could push harder. I could push harder. I could push harder. That's the NOx. That's the NOx, everybody. It dilates the blood vessels to allow the nutrients and oxygen to flow better to the muscles, which in essence assists with muscle recovery. So let's go through that. So your vessels are dilated. Dilated means opened up, okay? When you dilate your blood vessels, it allows the nutrients and oxygen to flow better to the muscles, which in essence assists with muscle recovery. And as an athlete or as someone who exercises, you want to be able to recover so you can exercise tomorrow. One of the rare finds of our NOx was an isogenic study that showed that it actually improved performance in both anaerobic and aerobic states, which is very rare to find in a product. So let's just say you're exercising, you're running, and you're at not an anaerobic state, not like, that's anaerobic, where you like can't catch your breath anymore. Aerobic just means you're running, you're breathing hard, but you're not like really struggling. But actually NOx improves performance in both of those states. It's not just the anaerobic state, it's all the states, which is pretty darn awesome. Gotta love NOx. So let's go to our E-shot. E-shot looks kind of like the NOx, okay? We all love our E-shots. One a day for me. Okay, so when to take your E-shots? Again, you shake it up because some of it settles on the bottom. You want to take it before exercise or whenever you need an energy boost. One recommendation, I'm an early to bed gal. I do not take them past 3 p.m. They don't make you jittery in any way, but you just are more alert and it's harder to fall asleep at night, for me at least. When to take? 30 to 45 minutes prior to workout or when you need a boost of energy. Again, that is based on your body. Mine's 45 minutes for sure. Is it safe? Yes, for ages 16 plus. How to take it? You shake it up and you shoot it down. What is in it? Scientifically supported blend of botanicals and naturally sourced caffeine from green tea and yerba mate. We all love those E-shots. Fuel. Fuel looks like this. And if you're a runner, endurance athlete, a little tip, take a scissors and round these corners right here. These are super duper sharp, and when you rip off the top and you put it in your mouth and you pull it out, it kind of, the way they have this packaging. So you want to just round those corners. I do that before every race. I round all my corners. When to take it? You take fuel during activities that are greater than 45 minutes long. And it's not a really good product just for lifting weights. So we're talking running, swimming, biking, hiking, anything longer than 45 minutes. When to take it? You can take it early in the bike or the run if you'll be exercising for more than 45 minutes. I'll also talk a little bit more about timing of the fuel a little bit later in this call. Is it safe? Yes, for ages 16 plus. And the unique property of fuel is leucine. It has leucine in it. A lot of these gels do not have amino acids in it, but ours does. Has leucine, and leucine drives muscle protein synthesis, and leucine is an extremely important branched chain amino acid. We're going to talk about branched chain amino acids in just a bit. Oh no! My thing stopped again. Hold on a second. We're going to start this again. Okay, we just needed a little break. Let's go on to recover. When to use Recover. Now, look at how that's written there. Before and after any workout. And it is Recover. It makes most sense when you read the product and you read the back of it. It says to take after a workout, but I'll explain why to take it before also. So when to take it. When do I take it? Pre-exercise, 30 to 45 minutes before exercising. And if you take it post-exercise, take it within 15 to 30 minutes after your workout. Is it safe? Yes, for ages 16 plus. Why use a Recover product before you exercise? Okay, here's the reason. Your body utilizes branched-chain amino acids during exercise. Therefore, when you exercise, you end up with a net negative BCAA. So let's just say you start your exercise and your BCAA level is here. And you exercise, it drops. But if you take Recover prior to exercise, you're actually raising the BCAAs. So then when your body actually uses the BCAAs, you're not going to be at a net loss. And you're not going to be utilizing it from your muscles. You're utilizing from the product. That's why you take Recover beforehand. It's pretty awesome. I know when I learned this, we started doing it with our bike rides. We take it before and we take it after. Pretty awesome. What does Recover do? It reduces muscle soreness. You know, out of any amped product, I kind of took a little survey. I want to say Recover is people's favorite product. We had a couple people that just had surgery. Recover assisted them through their recovering process with the surgery. Anybody can use Recover. It doesn't just need to be an endurance athlete. You can use it prior to strength training also. So Recover is awesome. And then when you take it after your workout, how is it best taken? Okay, we'll talk a little bit about our Isoline Pro shakes, and I also add Isogreens, which we'll talk about in a bit, which help buffer lactic acid buildup in your muscles. And then you also take your Ageless Essentials at that time too, as your vitamins. And you can add Ionics, which we're going to talk about also. Hydrate. Let's go on to hydrate. Here's the hydrate. When to use it? Use during workouts. It has the right mix of sugars and electrolytes to keep your body hydrated while exercising to replace what is lost in sweat. Is it safe? Yes. This is safe to give your kids, guys, 4+. My boys use it before or during, all of their exercising. How does it work? The moment your blood glucose level starts to drop, it signals the body to stimulate cortisol. And you do not want to stimulate cortisol while you're training. When your cortisol levels increase, your body holds on to fat, and it's just this like vicious cycle. So what you want to do is minimize. Genevieve, would you mind muting if you can? I don't know if you can.
Tara, I can't do it because I'm not a host. So anybody, what I notice is if there's 2 people that are on their phones that aren't muted. So can you please just check if you are on a phone, or just check all your devices and make sure you're muted, because we can't do it.
Thank you. So what happens when your cortisol levels are high? Your sleep is impeded, your muscle repair is impeded, and your muscle recovery is slow. And as an athlete, guys, that's what you want is muscle. You want your muscles to be repaired faster so you can exercise again the next day. You want your muscles to recover. So drinking hydrate during exercise is important. You need to replenish those electrolytes that you're sweating out, especially if you're one of those that live down there in Florida. It's not as hot up here. Okay, Ionics. Here we go, Ionics Supreme. When to take it, pre, post, or both, before and after a workout. And I take it 30 to 45 minutes before and within 30 minutes after. Is it safe? Yes, for ages 18+. So if you use it before exercise, what does it help with? It helps enhance endurance capability, improves glycogen metabolism, and elevates cardiovascular functions. All positive things that we need as athletes. If you use it after exercise, it helps your body recover from the physical stressors that is placed on it while you're exercising. Our greens. When to use, up to 3 times a day. It's safe for ages 4+, so you can put them in your kids' shakes or have your kids take them. And what do our greens do? They're an antioxidant and helps alkalize our bodies, which is super important, that alkalizing, making our bodies more alkaline versus acidic. It helps our skin be more taut. So if you're one of those individuals that have lost 100 pounds, add the greens into your diet, because that will help with your skin. And as athletes, it helps buffer lactic acid buildup in our muscles after you exercise, which is super important. Okay, what's in the greens? Spirulina, which is a veggie protein. Wheatgrass has 30 vegetables, herbs, and botanicals in it. Our Isoline Pro shakes. Okay, I got chocolate because that's all we drink in this house. When to use it? You want to use within 30 minutes after exercise. Guys, timing is key for this. Like if you have a 30-minute drive to and from your gym, it should be in your car. If it's outside that 30 minutes, you're outside of that nutrient window that you need to be taking in this protein. Is it safe? Yes, for ages 12+. Now we're going to go over our shake. I am a very, very big proponent of our Isoline Pro shakes. And I'm going to break it down into a lot of components. So our shake has 36 grams of undenatured whey protein. You ask, what is undenatured? Undenatured is a process using low temperature, high filtration system. Most of the whey produced in the United States is denatured. Like if you find a GNC or Walmart or any of those are mostly denatured proteins. And the problem with denaturing is it breaks apart the protein and makes the amino acids much less bioavailable for the body to use. So denaturing is not good. Undenatured, good. We also have 5 proteases in our Isoline Pro shakes. A protease is an enzyme that breaks down proteins into amino acids. What's the importance of proteases? They improve digestion and they help break down toxins and unwanted waste and improve our immune system. Just that last sentence, break down toxins, remove unwanted waste, and improve our immune system. That is something we all want and definitely need. We also have 70 minerals in our shakes that we cannot get these from just eating food. 20 amino acids, 8 essential, 12 non-essential. And just in case you do not know what an amino acid is, amino acids in food make up protein. When protein is digested, it is once again broken down into specific amino acids that are selectively put together for different uses. And these new proteins formed in the body are what make up our skin, our eyes, our heart, intestine, bones, and of course, our muscle. So amino acids are super, super, super important. And we have all of them in our shakes. All 20 of them are in our shake. We have prebiotic fiber, which nourishes the good bacteria already in the large bowel or colon. We have probiotic fiber, which facilitates gut health and the fiber that can move things along in your digestive tract. And then we have this beautiful thing called glutathione, which is the mother of all antioxidants. And glutathione is a combination of cysteine, glycine, and glutamine. And glutathione is the master detoxifier and maestro of the immune system. If you've been on isogenics for a while, I've been on isogenics for like 16 months and I have not been sick. And I really think it's because I 2 shakes a day, and I do drink the Isoline Pro. Well, I do like the mint one too. That one's very good, I must say. Okay, so how are our shakes unique? If you go to the store, there's like shakes, like everywhere there's shakes. Okay, and you just look at them and you don't know any difference. What makes our shakes unique? So you have 2 pathways. You have this anabolic pathway where there's no waste. And you have this catabolic pathway where you get metabolic waste through urine, stool, and through loss of energy. Now, as athletes, if we are ingesting protein, You want to make sure that your body is utilizing that protein through the anabolic pathway and not the catabolic, because the catabolic pathway is all waste. So a recent study that was done last year using the Isagenix Pro Shakes, Isoline Pro Shakes, and this is what was discovered. The 5 proteases are sensitive to temperature and time. Again, the 5 proteases are sensitive to temperature and time. So this does not apply to the non-dairy shakes. This is just the Isoline Pro and the Isoline Shakes. What the study found was that heating the shakes to 100 degrees, letting them sit for 30 to 45 minutes, resulted in 90% net protein utilization. Okay, this is huge. And I'm going to go into a little bit more detail here. So this is just a comparison. I'm not throwing any names out there. But let's just take a normal soy protein shake. They have 17% net protein utilization and 83% waste. 83% is going through that catabolic pathway. Okay, now let's just take fish, meat, poultry. They have between 28 and 36% net protein utilization. That means your body is able to process and go through the anabolic pathway 28 to 36% of it, okay? And 64 to 72% is wasted. Waste. Egg whites, 18% versus 82%. So let's just take our soy protein shake with 17% net protein utilization. And the Isoline Pro Shakes, when you heat them to 100 degrees and let them sit 30 to 45 minutes, and you have 90% net protein utilization. As an athlete, which product, A or B, would you choose to put in your body? Okay, B, for me. So just a couple things to remember. Amino acids drive muscle protein synthesis. Resistance, strength, and endurance exercise all stimulate muscle protein synthesis. And then post-exercise protein feeding further boosts muscle protein synthesis. Muscle protein synthesis is good, guys. We want to boost it. We want to do that, okay? So eating more protein alone does not build muscle. You ever hear like a bodybuilder is like, oh, just got to eat more protein, I'll get muscle. No, it's not that. Protein is used as an energy source if you consume sufficient carbohydrates and sufficient calories along with the protein. That is why the Isoline Pro Shakes that have 280 calories, 36 grams of undenatured protein, 6 grams of fat, and 21 grams of carbs make this the perfect combination and the ideal post-workout shake. Again, your body eating protein alone post-workout will not build muscle. But the right combination of fats, carbohydrates, calories, and protein all put together, like our shakes, is the ideal post-workout drink. So how do I fuel? Okay, this is me personally. Everyone is different, but this is what I do. Gail calls it our rocket fuel, and I put that in quotes because that's our term. We take a natural accelerator, amp power, ionics, recover, and e-shot, and put it in about 4 to 6 ounces of water and drink that 30 to 45 minutes before exercising. All of that. We call it our rocket fuel, okay? We drink hydrate during exercise, and after exercise, I make sure to have my Isoline Pro Shake, my Isa Greens, and a scoop of Recover. And if it was a super hard workout, like a 75-mile ride or a half marathon run, then I do an extra scoop of Ionics post-workout also. And I also take my Ageless Essentials with Product B at that time. So a lot of us, females more than men, okay, want to burn fats. So how do you place your body in fat burning mode before doing cardio only? Okay, again, to read that sentence, before doing cardio only. So that rocket fuel that I just stated, if you take all of that, I'm trying to figure out how to explain this. You will not be maximizing fat burning. If your goal is to burn fat, you do not want to be doing rocket fuel. If your goal is to burn fat, you just take 1 e-shot and a half a scoop of power before exercise, and that will help. That's the combination. Okay. I've done research on this, guys. I've asked so many people. These slides have come in with knowledge from courses I went to, from podcasts, from me talking to nutritionists and registered dietitians. It wasn't all one call. This was all kind of a conglomeration of call. But this slide right here, if you want to burn fat, gals, this is what you do. And also, if you want to burn more fat, exercise first thing in the morning. Now, if you're lifting weights, use the rocket fuel prior to the workout. Okay?
Hey, Tara.
Yeah.
You've just had a few questions in the last just couple minutes.
Okay, we are like 2 slides from being done.
Oh, okay, got it.
Okay, and I'll go over it. Well, maybe not 2 slides, 3 slides. Okay, during long endurance exercise. Okay, this is exercise like running. When I say long endurance, I mean about 60 minutes. Your goal should be 30 to 60 grams of carbohydrates every hour. You get that? 30 to 60 grams of carbohydrates. How can you get that perfect combination? You can get this combination with 1 packet of fuel and 2 scoops of hydrate. That combination equals the amount of carbohydrates that you need. So workouts that for more than 3 hours require 80 to 90 grams of carbohydrates per hour. Very important. You do not want to bonk when you're running or cycling, and I've done it and it's not fun. So you definitely want to make sure you have enough carbohydrates. Well, okay, maybe that was it. Hold on, let me make sure here. I thought there was more, but maybe not. Let me just cue through this here. That seems like a kind of odd way to end things, but maybe that was it. Hold on. Yeah, that is it. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the call here, and then stop share. Okay, now I could take questions. So, Genevieve, what were the questions?
Well, there was one a while back now about, oh my gosh, I'm blanking on who just asked it, but it was about testing, essentially. She asked if D1 athletes could use the stuff, and I said yes. Yeah. And actually, Jen Shook, I was using you as an example about the fact that she was able to get tested and was just fine from the USDA. But then, it was Joni. She asked, what about the NCAA? And I didn't have an answer there. I don't know if you or Jen knows anything as far as that goes. I just said everybody that I know that has to get tested has not had any issues at all.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know even who to direct them to for that answer. I do know that Jen was tested at the her last race, and the results all came back normal. Mm-hmm. And she takes everything. Jen does most of this stuff. So
yeah. And then there were some more recent ones about your rocket fuel. I don't know if everybody got those answered.
Okay. My rocket fuel is a natural accelerator, 1 scoop ionics, 1 scoop recover, 1 scoop power, and an e-shot, all in 4 to 6 ounces water. I mean, I don't like to use too much water. Otherwise, I have to go to the bathroom when I'm running. So I actually use less water. So.
Okay. You got it.
Well, was there any other things, Genevieve?
Those are the big ones. There was some clarification about the rocket fuel, but I think you in your answer just answered both of them. And Jen Shook is talking about the WADA. I don't know the difference between that. So we'll maybe work on that a little bit more and see what we can find out. Those were the big ones. I was asking actually towards the beginning. You said that for power, not to overdo it with the water. And I know that with some of our products, like you can add as much or as little as you want for Ionics or Cleanse for Life as far as water goes to taste. You can add more to the shakes. What is it about the power? Like what happens if you add too much water to the power?
You know what? I don't know the exact reason for that. That came off either a podcast I listened to or something. I don't know what the reason behind that was, to be honest.
Okay, got it. Thanks.
Thank you. I mean, I hope that, I kept it within, and I'm sorry for I feel like I was all bumbled up there with all the muting, and I do apologize for that, but I hope all the information was helpful. Again, being a physical therapist and a personal trainer and a gym owner, I am so passionate about things like this, about athletes and getting them stronger and getting them faster. And I go to nutrition courses, I listen to podcasts, and I really, truly, truly believe these products are better than anything out there. I would not recommend them to anybody if I didn't believe in them. And, you know, I'm very passionate about Isagenix. I'm very passionate about all the products, their AMP line. But I hope you learned something from this call tonight. If you learned something, you know, put it in the post and in that, you know, that the event. And I am going to pick, I'm just going to pick a random number. We have 33 people on the call right now. And I'm going to pick my lucky number 7. So I'm going to go up to the top, and number 7 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, whoever phone number 812-781-1130, whoever that is, you won. You won any AMP product. So I do not know who that is. So if you want to contact me or your coach and just let me know, I will send you any AMP product that you want in the mail, because I don't know where that area code is. So, but I'll send it to you. And if there's no other questions, that's Gray. Oh, there we go. Gray Loon. I don't know who that is. Oh, Brita. There we go. Excellent. Okay. I'm going to stop the recording right now.